thorns in the eyes of land that have been stuck there for way too long. First, Axel, and secondly, the Kingdom of Science. And we already dealt, or we are currently dealing with one of them. Now, we all know what both parties did, so I'll just briefly summarize it. Axel, a terrorist group, has been several horrible terrorist attacks across the land, killing a lot of innocent people. They took loved ones away from us, and so far, I, as leader of Atlas, thought that I'd need more details about their intentions before I act. But again, I've seen that my methods were wrong. And after the leader of Copperdale showed me footage of Axel actually planning to wipe out nearly every single land nation once the border drops, I can officially say that Atlas finally accomplished its first real act. Even if it took too long, we acted now. No more terrorism, no more brutality, no more genocide. Just before this meeting started, together with the Argonauts, a new role in Atlas that we founded, and Copperdale, we're currently assisting, or we've been assisting the Stronghold in taking out the last remaining Axel members and ensuring that the terrorism finally has an end. A symbol of that Atlas is actively fighting for peace now. This kind of terrorism that Axel represented also counts for the other group I mentioned earlier, the Kingdom of Science. They've also done terrible acts of crime. From day one, they've been provoking conflict with other nations. They've been harassing Emberoot first. Then, after Emberoot merged with Atlas and we took care of its members, they genocided the Chocolatiers. Now they're harassing and threatening Copperdale, and their next target are just unknown. So we just want to make sure that this doesn't continue anymore. And we have to act and deal with this. And you ask now? You ask how? I'm telling you how. The Globe Strike Team. The Globe Strike Team is a concept of mine. It will consist of 2 to 4 members of each allied nations for reinforcements, preferably members who are good in PvP. Their main goal? Resolving conflicts. What I'm saying counts for both land and sea. That way, which is why I'd need the leaders of sea to assist in sending people into the team as well, not just specifically for this conflict, but generally. The strike team will go to the Kingdom of Science with other Cobbledale and Stronghold members. There, we will make sure the previously with Cobbledale and Stronghold discussed deal will be fulfilled, meaning that both Cobbledale and Stronghold receive a certain amount of Science people and make sure they receive a suitable punishment for the amount of violence and pain they've caused between other innocent nations. This process will start right after the meeting. Now, despite of that, Atlas has also founded another role within our own nation called the Argonauts that I've also mentioned earlier, and which already were sent into their first mission before this meeting started. The Argonauts are a peacekeeping team. These will be strong and willing players who once again act. If a nation, group, or person crosses the line, the Argonauts will come and give them one more chance. They will either settle for a lighter but definite punishment, or unfortunately, face death, which always
What happened?
depends on the
Goku?
situation. But as you know, with
Well, I
Axel,
can't
Okay.
this is
death
the entrance.
is necessary.
Why is so many
Um,
cobblestone?
Be quiet.
we own. Yeah. Oh, please be quiet for the new people. So, thank you.
My bad.
So as I said, the Argonauts will either settle for a lighter punishment or let the people who cross the line face death. Now that this problem was solved, I was told that there was another conflict going on between Coast Crest and Copperdale. And for this topic, I would like the people of Coast Crest to, I actually know the people of Copperdale, because Coast Crest can't be here, to tell us what exactly happened, if that's possible.
Hold on. So essentially, I might have some just to keep it brief. We had someone by the user of Rat Tactics. They were found snooping underneath our QM, found doing other stuff and stealing stuff. And initially, they said they wanted to join Copperdale, but after we found them stealing, we killed them, of course, and Coast Crest showed up, and they claimed that Rat Tactics was a part of their nation and not ours. and they demanded some sort of compensation for us killing a thief, by the way, along with the fact that Rat Tactics burnt down a building in Copperdale. And we have evidence of this too, so it's definitely them. And Coastcrest continues to claim that Rat Tactics was innocent and that we wrongly killed them.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I've heard similar things. The only problem is that Coastcrest unfortunately refused to attend this meeting for some reason. So I unfortunately cannot give their side. But what I would say is it might be possible to, outside of this meeting, maybe make sure that you guys meet up with Coastcrest privately and discuss this, because of course it cannot be that people just gaslight each other and that people kill people from your nation, because you guys already had enough of that from other terrorist groups. So I think if Coastcrest now starts doing this, that'd be a very bad option. So what do you think about that?
But then I had to
I
go to
think
the event
we were
Saturday.
supposed to talk to them, but I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe we
Oh
weren't talking to
shit!
them
Am I
yet,
interrupting something?
but it is planned.
Yeah. Well, then I would say just continue requesting a meeting with those, and if they keep refusing, then I guess maybe Atlas has also or will also look further into this. Please, everyone, be silent. Thank you. Also, the new people, please be silent. Please mute yourself. Thank you.
Sorry.
All good. All good. Yeah, so as I said, I apologize that Coastcrest cannot be here, but in the end, we cannot force any nation to be here. However, it was still important to mention this, and I want you guys to know that Atlas knows about this conflict and that we're not just gonna ignore it. So even after the meeting, if you guys need help with this, then I will definitely be there to assist you, just like with all the other things that we had. Yeah, so moving on with that, with that, just showing you guys that we are
Who are the
finally
people
doing
above us
something.
right now?
And above us, oh, those are
Sorry.
guards from Copperdale and from Atlas.
Okay.
They are
making
just
sure
making.
because you know.
Yeah, I know. No worries. We're just making sure that nobody like digs a hole there and then lets something fall down. So yeah, you all are safe.
I do have a
Yes?
question.
Yes.
So we've all gathered here, all the leaders. We're all here right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Can we talk about like actual relations between the sea and the land? Because currently I feel like we can potentially save other more specific conversations for later. Because we pulled sea all the way out here, and so far
Yes.
we've talked about Coastcrest
Land.
and Copperdale.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a very smart thought of yours, and obviously I've also planned this, which is gonna be next actually. So
Okay.
what I just wanted to say next is that now that you guys know that we have this strike team, you guys can feel more safer, and that we will also deal with things more actively. And the next thing that I want to present you, which is now relevant for both land and sea, is the so-called non-aggression pact. This pact is a pact that we would like all the allies of Atlas to sign. I mean, as we can probably create some sort of book or something, or maybe we'll just sign it verbally. But for now, the important thing is that you guys know what it is. So the non-aggression pact. Can you please mute your microphone?
Oh yeah, sorry.
All good.
Mechanical
all good.
keyboard user POV.
So the non-aggression pact involves 3 core points. Number 1, if a member of this pact is having a conflict with another nation within the pact, they will first, before immediately resorting to violence, obviously if it's another conflict that doesn't have to include violence, it's fine, but if it's about violence, tell Atlas diplomats to attempt to solve the conflict peacefully first. Secondly, all nations of the pact will swear not to violently attack another nation within the pact without exhausting every other option first. And thirdly, If a nation of this pact attacks another nation within the pact, regardless of the reason, then all the other nations of the pact and the Argonauts from Atlas should come to the military aid of the attacked person, but only for defensive purposes, no counterattacking. These are the three core points of the pact, making sure that land and sea can connect with each other, that we hold each other's backs, and that we don't just have diplomatic meetings about conflicts, but that we actually act and make sure that nations don't act too fast. Now that I presented you this pact, I want to ask you if anyone here disagrees with it.
I have one singular grievance with that, and
Mhm.
it's specifically the part where the military aid cannot provide help for counterattacks. I'm sorry, but if I'm being violently attacked, I don't care who it is, I'm going to fight back. Because
think-
chances are, if
yeah.
they've already decided they're going to violently attack me, there's no talking to them over it.
Yeah, I just want to mention that maybe there's a lack of wording here, but I do agree. What I mean with, not being there for counterattacks is rather that. Can you guys please mute? Guys, hello. Thank you.
Oh! This cannot be that bad, bro.
Yeah, anyways. So, what I was gonna say, obviously, if you're being actively attacked, I'm not saying that we're just gonna stand there and not gonna attack back, but rather that if there's like a singular attack that isn't heavy enough, then we will be there for defensive purposes. But if it's a very heavy attack that needs counterattacks, then we're gonna be there for counterattacks as well.
Okay.
So
What
let me
if-
get this straight? You want us to sign in and basically be guaranteed that if there's any war, the whole world is going to be dragged into it?
It's not really the whole world, but rather like just certain parts of it. So, which means like if nations, obviously it's including nations who are able to support, because some nations are just smaller than others. But if your nation is big enough and if you have enough military forces, then it would be good if you send a couple of them over to the nation who needs help. It's basically, if we take it like for detail, it's basically part of the. Sorry, can you guys mute? Thank you. It's basically part of the strike team. So like, just 2 to 4 members of each nation working together and helping that one nation that needs help.
So
What
we're
if
not
it's a
going to
genuinely
have.
justified war? Yeah, what
Yeah,
if
sorry.
it's like
Let it
a
happen.
war,
I was
like a
just gonna
justified
say-
war?
We're not sending like our military. We're gonna send like 2 or 4 specific people. We're not gonna have it so that like you're just dragged into a war that does not involve you because you signed this thing.
No, it's not like that.
Literally
I mean,
said only 2 members.
Yeah.
yeah,
okay.
and it's not like it's gonna be a huge war, It's just if it's like between conflicts. So yeah, no, we're not gonna drag the whole military into it.
Good.
Yeah,
Right.
because
what
in the
happens
end,
then
the priority
if-
should be the own nation. Yeah, sorry.
What happens then regarding the lands that are like extremely far out? Because this, exactly what I mean. If we're going to essentially be this large and have a mutual defense pact, there's no guarantees that everyone will always
What is
follow
this?
through with it. There's no guarantees everyone will be able to even
The water,
send
the
their
water.
people by the time the conflict is over. How are we sure
Mhm.
it'll be effective?
That's actually a very good question.
Alright.
What I'm guys, could you please mute?
Mute up,
Thank you.
everyone.
Yeah, I should probably in the next announcement I should probably say mute when you arrive here. But yeah. So yeah, that's a very good question, and what I'm thinking is, of course, yeah, the whole world is very big and some nations are very far away from each other. So I was thinking maybe we build some sort of stations across the worlds, like some sort of outposts from
We got
the Globe Alliance, and those outposts would include like members from different nations working together, and hearing the news from the nearby nations that are far away from others. How does that sound
Excuse me.
like? Yes.
Could I please ask a question?
Yes.
Before you have mentioned that no nation from this pact cannot attack any other nation in this pact under any circumstance. Could you specify what you meant by that?
Wait, can you repeat the question? I didn't quite understand it. Sorry.
You have mentioned that no nation under this pact can attack any other nation under any circumstance. So, for example, if someone attacks us and they retreat, does that mean we cannot fight back? We cannot attack them?
No. It's not about. No, it's not that. What I'm saying is all nations should not attack each other in the first place. Which means, obviously, if you get attacked by someone, you have the right for self-defense. I'm not saying anything against that. That's completely fine. And obviously, if you get attacked and you're part of the pact, other nations will support you when it comes to military. But I'm saying, just in the first place, don't attack any other nation. That's the point.
What counts for an attack on the nation? What if, like, one person gets kidnapped by another nation? Is that an attack that can have retaliation?
Well, I would say it can be discussed what exactly defines an attack, but even if something is not a direct attack, I think something like kidnapping would still sort of count, which is why even then you can still request support from other nations who are part of this pact. So even if it's not a direct attack that includes any deaths or any harming, it still can be worked as, just something that's part of the pact.
I do.
I would like to speak for the sea primarily. I have a grievance with this.
Yes.
I don't know if you're aware of the situation over at sea, but there is a group who is consistently has been harming other members of other islands, kidnapping them for no purpose whatsoever. That group is called the Marines. If that group were to sign this pact and keep on doing their activities, would this constitute as a breakage of that pact, and would there be military action against it?
What are you looking for as violation?
So first of all, as you said yourself, I'm not completely familiar with the politics of the sea yet, because the borders just dropped today. But I'm definitely gonna look further into this, and we can definitely now talk about this, because I don't really know exactly what the Marines do. But if you say that they really do kidnap people, and if you have proof for that, then even that can be part of the pact, and we can work with
I
each other.
speak for Shady Pig Island, up in the northern regions of the sea. And we have consistent evidence, and also you can talk to anyone from any nation from the sea, Freeport, Aquarius, Chicken Island, the Free Spirits, and they can all tell you how the Marines have been consistently a group which is not only a threat to us in the sea, but also eventually might as well be a threat to you all. I only come here saying this as a warning, and I hope it never comes to pass. However, if there comes a pact of no hostility between us,
Aggression.
I would expect that we would not with the Marines and their behavior consistently, especially in the sea part of our region.
Yeah, I mean,
So
for
if you
sure.
can-
Hold on. Mind if,
Okay, can
just
I
out of,
first
out of
speak?
curiosity.
Okay,
Just
they
really
just
quick.
spoke for us saying we don't support the Marines. First of all, like it's so much propaganda against them. They do not attack
they are
innocents.
kind of just
Like
arresting
it's just
criminals.
propaganda. Like I don't know why you're now spreading it to this global meeting between
Yeah,
land and
I
sea.
agree. I hear it too.
Can we not spread this?
I think
I
we're
second
am
that.
not spreading. In fact,
Yeah.
I did not bring up the personal. I did not bring up the personal fact. I did not bring up the personal fact that they killed one of our leaders, but they have. And I will not bring this up because I'm not trying to spread propaganda. I'm just spreading an issue that the sea has currently.
So this
and
is a
it should be
personal issue
addressed
then.
if we're doing a no hostility.
This is not a sea
No,
issue.
no,
This
it
is a
isn't.
personal
This
issue.
is not a sea issue.
Yeah, this is a personal
No,
issue.
it's
bro.
not. It is a
I'll
sea
believe
issue.
what's
It's a sea
being
issue.
said when I
Okay,
see evidence
listen,
of it. I'm not
listen,
one to pin blame on people needlessly. So, if you could like send evidence of that, to the
Yeah,
Atlas
I think-
server, that would
Okay,
be great.
We would like to.
Oh,
guys,
okay.
We're more than happy to
hello.
do that.
This
Wait,
is the leader of the red flags.
Yes.
Please.
Hello, hello. Sorry, I am reading all the red flags right now.
How the fuck do I get up there?
There, you took your
Okay,
stage.
so I'm pretty sure right now it's the
Do not
Marines.
redeem, do not
Am I
redeem.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Marines?
This is
We're
Marines.
talking about the Marines
Okay,
and
Hi
the
guys,
let
I'm
me
from the
ex-
cap.
okay,
I'm in.
So,
Can I
I mean,
sit anyway?
actually, Chandra, Chandra, can you go here? Chandra, come here.
Where are you? I don't see you.
And the fucking center, dude. In the fucking center.
Oh hi. Hi.
You,
Oh hi. Sorry guys.
Boy.
Why are you telling me to shut the fuck? What?
Yesterday, the Red Federation was pretty much raided by the Marines, and I can confirm that because we were on pretty much lockdown as a lot of events have been happening that pretty much put at risk our security and safety.
Can you repeat, please?
We, after the death of, pretty much what happened yesterday is that after the death of Watchcamp, actually the murder of Watchcamp by the Red Federation. Oh my god, am I cutting out?
You want me to speak?
Partly,
A little
but it's
bit.
fine.
Fine, just keep speaking. Just
Okay. After the death of Watchcamp, the Marines came to our island unprompted, unrequested. We told them to leave, they didn't leave. I'm pretty sure, up to what I understand, they came 2 times to our island, while us being on lockdown. We asked them to leave, they did not leave. They actually have been on our tail for enough time for me to say that this is not about just, hey, they're killing people, hey, this is injustice. It's about them not being regulated, because they have admitted, and they have admitted that they pretty much don't have a clear law in several meetings and reunions. This is not about just, hey, so they kill people. It's about them not being regulated. And me, as a member of the RFF, I'm scared. Actually, Kendra can
Yo,
actually
Atlas,
bring you
move
down about
around.
the Watchcam thing. So, Kendra, come.
Yeah, guys. Hi. How's it going? I'm Sindra. I'm from the cap. Everybody says my name wrong, but it's okay. Basically, the watch camp died at the cap from the Marines. They came the first time. He was there to meet up with me, and we were trying to figure out a way to make peace with the Marines and everybody else. And they came and started talking about just basically wanting to kill Watch Camp, but they didn't have enough proof. And then when they had enough proof, apparently, which wasn't even actual proof, because they thought that Watch Camp was trying to assassinate the leader of the prison, which isn't true, by the way. I know who was trying to kill them, and the Marines already took care of that, unfortunately, without even asking anyone. And they just framed Watch Camp for all that. So basically, the Marines are making justice everywhere without even asking anyone. They're just making their own definition of justice, and I think that's wrong. I don't think we should be just killing people randomly, and I think at least everybody should know what's going on, and not just making everyone a terrorist just because they want that. Like, they're just calling random people terrorists. I don't get it.
Actually,
Even I'm a terrorist in their definition, apparently.
Yeah. Adding to this, in one meeting we had with them, they admitted openly that they will not search evidence, like physical evidence, like, I don't know, materials used. They will just use witnesses as their evidence. So, by their law, if, I don't know, 10 leaders come together and say that Rex killed someone, they will believe them, without any kind of actual proof more than their word. This is not justice at all. They are just being the judge and the killer at the same time. This is just pretty much tyrannical. This is tyranny.
Listen.
Okay.
There is
first of
no
all-
justice
first
in
of all-
strength unless
Okay.
compassion.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I'm going to tone it down.
Yeah, all good, all good. First of
Sorry,
all,
I just Drac was calling me. Where's Drac?
First of all, I appreciate your input, and I just want to let you guys know that we're definitely gonna talk about this further, but right now I just need more evidence of this. I'm not saying that you guys are lying, I'm just saying we still need better evidence, proof, and even the Marines, all the other nations, we just don't know much about them yet, so we are gonna try to unite with all of them. We're gonna do our best to, if some of these nations are, just not suitable for an alliance, we will still do our best to make sure to talk to them and figure things out, so we can prevent even this from happening.
So what is
yeah,
proof
but-
for you? I'm asking, what is proof for you?
If I may, Zahara.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice Lance.
Rex, I see what you people of the land have been building. I think it's impressive. Your Atlas here has been doing consistent meetings, and we, the
Thank you.
people of the sea, have tried so as well. Like I was escorting Watch Camp to one of our meetings. Zahara attended as well. We were trying to settle disputes on this. But then the talk turned towards the Marines and their unilateral actions in enforcing their laws and imposing their will on the people of the sea. Watch Camp was one of the few people who spoke up against this. He didn't like that the Marines were using their laws on other people of the sea. So I hope I don't sound too aggressive here, by the way. I'm just trying to speak
No, it's all
loudly.
good.
But
It's all good.
Okay. So we did try to reach out to the Marines. We did meet at a peace summit in the sea. But what we took away from that was that the Marines want to impose their justice and their laws on the people without consulting them. And that's what happened to Watch Camp. They walked up to Watch Camp, said he was under suspicion. I need to emphasize, under suspicion for conspiring. And then he just murdered him like that. Like, that is part of their law. They will kill people if they think they offend the sea. No evidence, nothing but their own words. That is what the Marines stand for. That is their only justice. Whatever they say counts. And I'm trying to find the source for this. Like, I'm still trying to sort out the code they have. But apparently, even if you talk badly about them in private and they hear about this, they will come and kill you. Don't quote me on that yet, by the way. I'm trying to find the exact source.
That is one of their laws.
But they do not like it when you talk poorly of them. And apparently Kendra was asked to... Sorry, Kendra. I'm bringing you up here, but apparently they wanted to interrogate Kendra because Kendra was talking badly about them, as in criticizing them openly, and they went to interrogate Kendra over that. So I'm just giving you a heads up in that even though the Marines claim they are for justice, it is only their justice that counts. I don't think they'll recognize Atlas's law. They only recognize their own law, their own will against other people. And I don't think LAN is exempt for this if they ever reach out to Atlas. I think that's all for me.
Well,
May I add
thank you for your
something?
time.
Yeah, Orange, you can talk next. Just let me say one more thing. So what I wanted to say is, again, I understand you. I will keep that in mind. We will talk about this further. However, we will still need proof, and we will even still have to talk to the Marines themselves, because I believe they did want to meet up with Atlas anyway.
Someone's scaling the wall. Someone's scaling the wall. That's someone's guy.
Okay.
Security.
I will say.
Yeah,
I'll
okay,
also
that's
say.
security.
Sorry, Rex. Just interjecting real fast, but we also have footage of Watch Camp's death, recorded by witnesses
Yeah,
as well. If
just
you'd like to see
send
it,
me
Muse has it.
everything. Just send me
Okay,
everything.
okay.
Yeah.
Happened at the cap, by the
Okay,
way. You
go
can-
on, go on. Sorry for
Yes, and
interrupting. Go
now,
on.
yeah, you can go. No, it's fine. That was basically all that I was gonna say. I'm just saying that they wanted to meet up with Atlas anyway. I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna talk about this. But yeah, for now you can sit down, and Orange can continue.
Yep. Let's come up.
Oh.
Yeah, you can come up.
Thank you for your
Alright.
time, Mr. Rex.
So,
Of course.
the previous day, I have actually two things to add. The previous day, we established the NU, and one of the second in command of Galm was assassinated. And when we caught the assassin, the things he said was that I was told by the Marines to kill him. And I've gone to the Marines and I've asked them if this is true. They deny it, but considering all the evidence everyone's bringing up today, it's possible that they were the cause of not only Watch Camp's assassination, but also the second in command of Galm. And one more question I have about this pact. How does Atlas decide who is the enemy? How does Atlas decide who they're defending? Because at the end of the day, if you don't like a nation, and Atlas tells you to go defend them, are they going to? What if they support the other side?
Well, that is a reasonable question, and in the end, Atlas gonna judge. I mean, obviously, if someone comes over to you and gives you proof and just tells you that they got attacked, then it's kind of obvious who's at fault in this point. I think in most of the times of the attacks, as we saw in previous attacks, like the one of Kingdom of Science and Axel and all these other groups, it was always pretty obvious who is in the right in this moment. Clearly, we can still, talk more about the structure of the pact, but the general point is that all nations who are part of the pact simply should live friendly with each other and should not attack each other, which means that even if a certain nation doesn't really like another one, they shouldn't put it to that extent that they attack the other nation for that, or don't protect the nation for it if they get attacked. Because I think
do we really need a pact for common courtesy? I think what we really should focus on is what we do when one of us actually does get attacked.
Well, that is part of the pact. The third point of the pact is if a nation of this pact gets attacked by another nation, then the Argonauts from Atlas and other parts of the military of other nations will assist those in the attack and for defense. And I think the main moral behind all of this is just that you should treat the other nation as how you want to get treated. So if you see another nation, if you see another nation and this nation gets attacked by another nation and you don't like the nation who gets attacked, and you think for yourself, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna help them, then think what would happen if you got attacked and this nation that you're not gonna help is not gonna help you. I think this is maybe a good statement to go after.
It's just the world is not always so black and white. There may come to be a conflict in which it's hard to pick sides. And so how can we be so sure that when Atlas decrees we must defend this nation, that you are right, that you are the moral center, and that we know that you're telling us this is good?
Well, I believe it's obviously it's a lot of trust that you guys have to put on me, but in the end, from day one, my only goal of this nation was peace and neutrality. So I believe that if you guys simply look back at what we've tried for this land and for the sea now as well, and even if we haven't acted much yet, we will act now, and I just need you guys to trust us on this. Because Atlas is basically the center. We are connecting all the nations, and in the end of the day, we just want to make sure that both land and sea are equally, healthy, and that we are all connected to each other in a good way.
So are you going to be like the world leader, since you're the leader of the pact?
No, I'm not a world leader. I am simply a leader of one single nation who's connecting all the other nations together. I don't want to rule over all the nations. I just want all nations to be healthy and to be alive.
We just need you to prove that we can trust you. So far, you've called us all here, but you haven't necessarily built up the trust yet.
Wait, can I propose something really quickly?
Sure.
Just attitude. So, I'm guessing like every nation would like to have like their own input on certain things of like how certain situations are handled. So like, what if we turn Atlas into some sort of like a central government where we have leaders from one person or official from every nation, and we come here to discuss basically matters at hand. We all take a vote about what we do about certain situations, and I feel like that would be probably the smartest option. So everybody could feel like they have a vote.
So basically, the U.S. government.
Kind of what we're doing right now.
Is that kind of like?
Yeah, I'm talking about for like future reference. For like, for example, say some nation doesn't want to attack these certain other people, we can all come into a vote, and basically figure out exactly what we want to do about a situation instead of just having it rely on one person. Because I'm guessing the only problem with this whole non-aggression pact is that if you guys get attacked and it feels like unjust, you guys can't attack backwards. I feel like now you guys can all kind of come to agreement of what situation you guys could do.
I mean, in the end, what I want to say is that obviously it's not easy to trust a single nation to be the core of all the other nations. But what I want to say is, if you look at Atlas, don't just look at me. Look at all my members. Look at everyone who built this. Look at the members who fell so this statue and the globe could rise for us. Look at everyone who worked for this. Not even just my people, but just everyone. Even representatives of other nations helped with this. They were, when they had free time, they were just bringing their materials to my building so they can
Wait,
help
I'm
us.
sorry for
When-
interrupt you, but I want to come back to a point. You said that like the clause 3 of the pact is if any nation gets attacked, Atlas will go and help them, right?
Yes.
What about the nation that already got attacked? I know
Man.
Sisha here on land already got wiped over by Exol. I know in my land we have been having a rough time with invasions. What about those that already happened in the past? Will those not apply for the pact?
Hey, we're getting too personal. Can we speed along this meeting? Do
Yo,
we have to talk
Rex,
about
can
every
I
personal
give you a
situation?
Yeah.
No, I'm
give you a
asking in
bullet?
general. I'm asking in
sure.
general.
Important information. Just read. And give
How
it back.
about we actually get to the voting on this?
Don't
pact?
Okay, so
It's already been.
no.
Don't
so
read it out
obviously-
loud. Just
Time.
keep it to yourself.
Yeah, so obviously, you know, I'm not saying that any of the past conflicts that happened are don't have any matter, but regarding to Axel, for example, I've told you guys at the beginning of the meeting that we are dealing with this actively, and that Axel will very soon not be any problem anymore. The Kingdom of Science, which was also another problem, we're gonna deal with this right after the meeting. And the problems on the sea were unfortunately unknown to Atlas, obviously, because of the border. But even then, we are also going to deal with those problems if, you know, the nations are actively being affected and just, you know, just get attacked. And we're going to make sure that the pact has a meaning.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Of course.
Hey Rex, I got a question.
Yes.
So are we gonna do anything about that Silver Lotus thing? Because I've been hearing a lot about it.
Yeah,
Speak
the
on that,
Silver
actually?
Lotus, the Silver
Can I
Lotus
speak on
thing is, yeah, you can in a second. Just give me a moment. The Silver Lotus is not that much of a big topic anymore, at least not on land, because there have been quite a few things that we didn't know about them, and some things about them just changed. And it's not really an issue anymore. But
Are we
yeah, you
sure?
can speak up. Yeah, we are.
Do they exist anymore?
They
they do.
Okay.
They do. There's not a problem.
Do.
They
would-
absolutely
Yeah,
do,
they're
and
not
they are
really a
still a
big
looming
deal.
threat.
I think I'm just gonna head back.
I
They're
would
not
say
very,
actually.
as
can I
much
speak?
as they were.
No, can you let Minsler speak? He has to
Yeah,
speak
please,
before
please, yeah, please let Mr. speak.
So, well, via the interview, I guess me and Hybrid were sort of presented as firefighters, but I think Bevy has like the best. She's probably the best head of the firefighters that we have currently, since she already admitted she was a firefighter. But I would like to let her speak about what exactly firefighters is and what exactly Silver Lotus is still. So, yeah.
If you do that, then I would really like you to briefly summarize that.
Well, the firefighters, I know that we were very much accused of being terrorists in this room by potentially even you yourself, despite you having never met us and us having taken absolutely no action against anyone, which I find incredibly disingenuous, especially when I know there are members of Silver Lotus in this room at this exact moment who are
Ooh, that's crazy.
responsible for actual political assassination.
Oh.
I want to make it very clear that firefighters is not going to bomb underground tunnels. We are not interested in harming anyone. Our primary interest for a long time was investigating the tunnels and other odd goings on like the slavery epidemic at sea. And then when our founder was murdered by Silver Lotus, that's when we became aware of them. And yet somehow
I gotta
they
interrupt
are-
you here,
that
by
we
the
are
way.
more of a
This
threat
was
than them.
all of this was part of a misunderstanding and misinformation. On the day where I announced the details about the firefighters that I received it from the Silver Lotus directly, and I always mentioned that these sources that I'm using are not 100% confirmed, and that neither of the things that I'm saying about the firefighters are always are any near to a fact. So I hope you understand that this was just part of the miscommunication, and obviously the Silver Lotus shouldn't be a big issue nowadays anymore. such as firefighters not being an issue, and I apologize
That's
for that.
crazy considering the fact that they were going all over the north yesterday hunting somebody down. So if they're not much of an issue, I want you to explain why yesterday they were going around in a posse going after one person.
They're still committing assassinations and plotting and planting
this day,
spies
they're still
currently.
killing
They've
people.
acquired several contacts inside the Marines of their high leadership, which is partially why we're starting to see increased Marine aggression. If you think Silver Lotus is not a current and active threat, you are in their pocket.
Well, may I ask where exactly that issue was? Was that in was that in sea or was it in land?
This was on the seaside, so I'm bringing that to you
Sea.
now because I'm aware you don't have that information.
Yeah, because I was saying that the Silver Lotus is not a big issue on the land side anymore, because I naturally cannot know anything about the seaside yet.
How is it? Either way, they have committed an action. Nez's death was claimed by them. Is that not true?
Well, yeah, Nez's death was claimed by the Silver Lotus.
So we're cool with political assassination? That's just something you're okay with, isn't
No,
it?
it's not even that. It's the
And
fact that
land
they
is
did.
now
There was
safer
no
because of
like trial against them. They just like you're deciding yourself that they're scot free when none of the other people know who exactly is behind all this, even though they're right here.
They're in this very room, and
please
we
mute
know that
yourself.
for a fact.
No,
I take
already-
accountability.
Listen, we don't know, we don't really who they are, and also
Yes, we do.
we do.
Neuro
Yes,
and
we
Mello
do.
are in this room right now. I have a Neuro- full list of names I'm
Neuro-
prepared to release.
Neuro,
I mean,
Mello,
I'm-
Douglas,
I'm-
Clean Grass.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm saying we
officially
didn't
outing
know
you
all of the
as
members.
So we
Silver
killed a
Lotus
tyrant.
members.
Yeah, we killed a tyrant. Why are you so
Oh,
mad about
yeah.
that?
A
Alright,
murder is
hold
murder.
on. Hold on a minute.
Oh.
You're saying
Was-
that
was-
you
was
killed
midnight
the
the
tyrant.
They're actually admitting to
Hold
assassinating
on.
Let me
somebody.
speak,
You're-
let me speak.
No.
Everyone,
I'm
calm
saying
down.
you killed the
Silence.
tyrant.
Silence.
On
Everyone,
2
silence.
seconds ago, I was not even part of the
We're here to get shit
firefighters.
done.
You all
Yelling at
targeted
each
me
other is gonna
for
get
talking
nothing.
out
Listen.
against you guys. You want to kill
Okay,
tyrants? Start with
I have to
yourself.
interrupt
Hop out
you.
that
I have
window
to
and
interrupt
die.
you. Hybrid, I have to interrupt you.
up,
I'm sorry,
back up.
please. Everyone, please be silent for a moment, okay? So, I am not saying that the Silver Lotus is not an issue anymore everywhere, okay? I cannot know. Can you guys please mute? Thank you. So I cannot know about everything everywhere, but I'm saying that there was misinformation, there was lack of information going around, and this is exactly what the Atlas Slope is for. If you guys have new information, contact me, tell me about it, and we're gonna deal with it.
I'll
But
give you the
I'm
full list
saying,
of names immediately.
well, yeah, you can do that, but I'm
YOLO.
saying like right now we cannot really like the Silver Lotus was not a big issue on land at least.
They're
And
currently planning on something.
So you don't care about
that's
sea?
the end of.
No,
Of
I'm not
course,
saying
so
I
that's
don't.
the end of that
Sea is being
statement. Now,
abandoned.
can we end that statement there? Silver Lotus may not be an issue for you over here in land, but they are a very big issue in
Yes,
sea
exactly,
as of now. And if
exactly.
we plan to get somewhere, we need to address
Yes.
instead of going in
They,
circles
they
and
need to
saying
at least be
that
publicly
they're.
known who is involved. It is deeply important
Yes.
that they don't get to
I
stay
take
in the dark.
Yes,
accountability.
You and
Rex,
and
can I
for
say
not
something?
for-
Not for
Wait,
not
wait,
for
give me a
like the
moment.
Silver Lotus. I take accountability for Nez's death, and I've already explained my reason on every single news channel here with a valid reason. And I've protected this land. Every day of this event, I've spent protecting this land,
sorry,
putting our
but
team in risk,
I'm very
and
sorry.
then I get slandered by people like you guys.
Where did Mello
With all
go?
due respect, you also
Alright,
killed
there he is.
the
Thank you.
Freeport leader. If
I did
that's
not
what you're
kill a
claiming.
Freeport leader.
Killed a Freeport leader.
So then,
I did not kill a
Wait,
Freeport
so-
leader. I'm
so-
on land. How would I do that?
oh wait, shit, my bad, my bad.
I'm sorry, but
The
I'm
Silver
gonna
Lotus
Ignore
did
me,
the
ignore me,
Silver
my bad.
Lotus did
Quiet.
kill mine.
Still though,
Quiet,
the
one at a
Silver
time,
Lotus
Alright,
killed
let's
the
leave.
Freeport leader.
We're leaving.
All
I
right.
want to say
listen-
this. This meeting is completely useless. No one has put forward an action plan. People are leaving.
This,
I wanna leave my
now
phone.
this is a meeting. Here we go.
Dude, this is classic. What are we talking about, gang?
This is classic.
I don't. Okay. Okay. Can you guys? Okay,
Go
everyone
on,
be
shut up.
silent for a
Quiet,
moment.
quiet,
Okay,
quiet.
everyone be silent for a moment. Okay. So I wanna address one thing. Okay. I know
Marines.
things in Atlas. The previous meetings were really not good. Okay, I agree with that. But today I have offered solutions. Today I have showed you the strength that we want to show as Atlas with the Argonauts. I've showed you with what we can do with the Pact. I showed you how we can act instead of talk. And I'm sorry, but if one similar thing or just one single thing in the meeting goes wrong, it is pretty rude to say that the entire meeting is useless. I'm sorry for that, but this is really
I'm sorry,
like
I'm sorry to say this, but you haven't You haven't shown us any force. You just say words. People come up and start griping
How have I
about
not?
stuff.
How have I not shown you any
It's the
force?
same. It's just
We
it's
literally
empty
have
promises.
people
There's
right
no
here
backing.
already to spawn Camp Exel.
Yeah, we are. We
I
have
was
do
part
people.
of the mission.
Do it. Don't just
We
say you're
have
gonna do
some
it.
of-
Actually do something.
We
Let me
are
speak.
doing
We
it
have
right
our
now.
We have our troops right now
Rex, can I
in
speak?
spawn
Have you
trap
even
for
listened to
Exo.
a single word that was spoken during the meeting?
I was listening to this whole meeting.
Nero.
He
Nero, join
literally
VC.
explained
I hate
3
you.
different fucking times.
It's the fucking golden rule. We all know about this
Yes.
shit. Treat other
Yeah,
nations
funny.
how you want to be treated.
You know what? I'm leaving.
Yes.
I'm out of here.
We all knew this shit.
You know
what,
he
the
is
chaos is
actually
sleeping as
doing
well.
this
Let's go,
right
guys.
now.
You know what? I'm
We're
out of
killing
here.
Exo because they killed
Yeah,
them.
let's
They
get
tried
out
to
of
nuke-
here.
they tried to nuke
Please.
Copperdale. We
Yeah.
tried to kill Exo because they tried to nuke
Can
Copperdale.
we get in?
Yes.
Fully stand
Guys,
up.
Exo is obviously like a natural like
Terrible.
RDMer group. This is literally this is literally just an RDMer group. This is like an obvious kill. It's not like a crazy thing to kill them.
Yeah,
They've
Exo's
done
just
already.
killing people.
Yeah, you're
This is not-
complaining about us killing Exo when they tried to carpet bomb.
Who's complaining?
I
Who's
have no
complaining
issue-
about
I
killing
know, I
Exo?
completely
Who's
support
complaining
killing
about killing
They're a
Exo?
terrorist
Okay,
group,
everyone,
crazy
everyone
terrorists.
sound up again. Everyone sound up again. Okay, listen. The point is, Atlas is already acting, okay? The point is, we are currently with Axel, and just because you guys think that Axel is a very easy kill because they're an RDMA group, it doesn't make us helping other nations to wipe out Axel any less available. We are still acting, and we are currently on our way to continue our path towards more and more successful missions and accomplishments. And some of you might not see it yet, but this is just what we are already doing. And I appreciate everyone who does see it, but I just say, even if some things during a meeting don't go right, it still doesn't mean that the entire meeting had no meaning. I mean, I already offered you guys so many things, and we've dealt with these things, and I think we made a progress.
Wait, instead of
I
murdering,
think
why
I
don't
think
we
we made
just
some
capture
progress.
him and then put him in prison?
There's somebody from the.
No.
It's,
I have my book.
no, that doesn't work for Axel.
They can
They're
break
just
out and
going-
keep doing what they've been doing. They
Yeah,
need
and I also
Exactly. We either
You do if you wanna
execute
do
them
it,
or
I'll
hold them on
not
trial
gonna
and
speak.
find a fair verdict there.
Wait, can you let
Yeah.
Nero
That's
speak?
a
Let Nero
kill.
Can I speak?
Wait, let
Yes.
Nero
All right.
speak.
There's a
So,
couple actually.
You guys are mad about us killing people such as Nez and Axel, all of them people. First of all, Axel, we have their spawn point trapped, their combat logging, literally breaking rules right now. And then, first of all, we can't let them have a free trial. We tried letting them. I gave them a chance to trust them. And then all they do is go back and attack Copperdale for no reason. We killed, what's his name, Astra. And
That was
now
later.
now we have the last two people, the main two important people, trapped. And all we need to do is wait for them to log on, but they just keep combat logging. And if we don't, other nations like you guys will get bombed, will get cart trapped, all of that. And nobody has done anything on this island or on this land. Nobody has done anything about this except for Stronghold. And then I've got people who helps us like Rex and where's Copperdale at? I don't know, but yeah, Copperdale too. So Copperdale, Atlas have helped me too, but nobody else has done anything on here. And if you guys are gonna sit around and just let people get away with doing these crimes and say we're bad for killing them, then next time we won't kill them and we'll let them just bomb you because they're bad people and we're killing the bad people and being slandered. And I was honestly contemplating just giving up.
Slandered me.
We
Capital
killed
punishment is okay
Jinhua's
in this
leader
instance.
and their army
that is true.
because they were tyrants. They jumped me.
Some
I did
American.
nothing. I did nothing but talked. I spoke my mind and spoke what I heard at one of these meetings, and they tried silencing me by 10v1ing me, and they barely spared me, and just because of that, they messed up. So we got our revenge and saved land from a lot of like bad people. Their army was bad. All they wanted was war. All they wanted was to kill people.
Zing's
Nero, I
Law
can
was a
branch
peaceful
off.
community.
Wait.
No, their community was peaceful. The leaders
That doesn't mean the
were
leader
not.
was you.
The
Okay,
people in
wait,
charge were
okay.
the bad people.
Can I get an understanding? Are you guys both admit you're Silver Lotus, correct? Right?
Marines are
I'm Stronghold leader.
But what is the banner you're wearing? What is the banner you're wearing?
I'm a
Is
Stronghold
that
leader,
Silver Lotus
but
or-
Good and wrong is
I've worked with
subjective.
them for a Nez thing.
No.
Okay.
You're
But
this
what
is
is
one
the
of their
banner you're
tactics.
wearing? What is the banner you're wearing? Is that Stronghold or is that Silver Lotus?
Oh.
Hold on, I'm messaging her.
You know, it's
So you basically you're admitting it's Silver
listen,
Lotus,
they're-
correct?
Hold on, they're
And
joined. They're joined. They're not. They're not actually a part of it. They're a joint.
unless we came here to expose you.
Sure.
came here
And
to
also,
expose
uh,
us, but you're doing
I
a really
feel-
bad job
wait,
of
hold
it.
on.
No,
let me speak because I feel like I'm not gonna lie. Since you guys have been
No.
slandering about everything that
Ah,
happened,
let's
I suppose it's probably time I actually say something.
Called us
Off the
terrorists
table,
and we
bro.
bombed people. What are you doing? Like, we didn't do anything. You guys are actually planning
Yo,
political
Rex,
assassinations.
can I get some
Well,
back?
considering you guys,
So,
what you guys have
out
been
of
avoiding.
curiosity, right?
Wait, I feel like
I feel like you guys don't even know, like,
mutual
you guys don't really know anything about what's really going on. We're the only ones who really get the information and learn more about everything. And also, I just want to say straight out to the
Okay, wait. Like, claiming superiority over everyone as, like, a reason doesn't really work unless you actually share the information that you
Yeah,
have
you're
with the
just
rest of these
it's being so secretive and
well,
not even
you think-
communicating anything you know.
Oh, that's completely fine. I mean, I can communicate with certain people. If you get all you have to do is
Hello,
simply
I'm sorry for
ask.
interrupting.
We already said from the
I'm
jump, so
sorry,
everyone
but can we get this meeting back on track? I know these are
Yeah,
issues that are
alright.
important, but remember the Sealanders have come from very far away.
Holy
We want to sign this
Yes.
treaty and we want to be
What is your mic?
peaceful with you guys.
Jesus Christ.
Can we
Alright,
get
alright,
this
alright.
meeting
Mic, guys.
Let's-
Mic.
Yeah, let's just. Okay, everyone, just be silent for a moment. Just be silent for a moment.
It's gonna
Okay,
be a
just mute
conflict
yourself.
after this. I can just tell.
No. Okay. Don't.
Get my
Everyone-
book back.
Oh, yeah. I didn't read it yet though. I couldn't read it while I'm in the middle of a meeting. Yeah. So, what I want to say, okay. First of all, as you can see, peace is not easy. Okay. We all have our own conflicts, especially the sea, because we don't know anything about the sea yet. But I'm saying, even if even if it seems difficult right now, we will definitely also deal with the sea conflict starting today. Because now that the borders are gone, we can communicate more. All the sea people who are here, you can stay here after the meeting and tell me all about the conflicts that you have. You can DM me, you can just message me everything you need me to know so I can deal with the conflicts, because with no information, I cannot deal with anything. And just the conflict with the stronghold, with the Silver Lotus, it's something that just repeats itself over and over again. In the end, the point is that we all need to connect to each other more, and to prevent things like this happening, like the Silver Lotus not telling us enough information about things, we need to be together, all of us. And this is exactly why I offered this pact, why I
Hold on,
offered
sorry.
these
I
announcements.
don't mean to cut you off, Rex, but literally yesterday, didn't I come up to you and say like, hey, I'll offer you guys like as much information as you can, just so you guys can make decisions
but
like that.
I'm not saying you guys didn't give
Oh no, I'm
Atlas
just saying
enough
because
information. Yeah.
I'm talking about right now because like they're making it seem like we're now holding information, but I came up to you yesterday. I was like, hey,
Listen,
I'll let you
Mello-
guys know everything that's going on.
Yeah, Mello has enough information. If anyone here needs more information about what happened about the Silver Lotus, I think the meeting is not the right time for this. Do it afterwards. Contact Mello. Let him tell you guys about everything you need. Just ask him the questions, because that's what Atlas did, and that's why they responded to us and also gave us info about some things. I think this is like the first step to actually have good communication between the nations, both land and sea. And that's just what I can say about all of this. I would like to not stretch this single topic too far. I think even if towards the end of the meeting it was a little messy, we did have a big progress. I announced to you guys what Atlas is going to do now, that we are going to change, and that we have a force to help you guys actively, not just with diplomatic meetings, but also with actual physical force. Now, that's what I would want to say. And the pact, as I asked earlier, nobody really disagreed with the pact. They just added stuff. I would say that everyone here who was part of the meeting and who is still part of the meeting automatically agreed to it. So we can
Hey.
all.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay,
you
first
can't
of all,
just
hold
say
on.
that because we sat here and listened,
You
we
gotta get
automatically
people to
agree.
sign
Okay, okay, that's true. Okay, you know
No.
what? Yeah,
It has to
Exactly,
be on
no.
mic.
Yeah, you're
Hold
right, you're
on.
right. Okay.
We should put up. Wait.
Another
here,
thing, I
we
know you
should
said
do
leave that
signature.
topic. We can do that in a minute. We can probably have like an event for
Hello,
signing
Willix.
essentially the pact. But one thing that we need to do, again, you mentioned the fact that there are external conflicts, especially in sea. And if you're just going to go by the strategy of exchanging information and then letting everyone decide as a whole, that is not going to end up going well. We're going to end up going in circles all over again. We need to have a separate way, aside from meetings, to determine who is guilty and who we're going to defend and who we're going to attack. Hence, I'm saying instead of just a mutual defense agreement, we need to at least establish a system for holding people on trial. Either like if we're been having problems with people RDMing each other, with people attacking and essentially fulfilling out their own justice without explaining or without everyone agreeing to said consensus, we can just hold them on trial, and if they don't attend trial, then we kill them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we
That's
can.
pretty
We can
funny.
we could
I mean,
do
they
that,
shouldn't-
but
I
I
was thinking
think
about prison.
but don't get me wrong.
Trial, that's hilarious.
I'm not saying that. Wait, actually, I kind of forgot the point. What did you say at the beginning? Like, the main. What's
try
the
to-
core? Yeah.
We'll have to establish a form of courthouse where at least it'll be relatively accessible for everyone. Because as
Yeah.
far as everything's been going on right now, a lot of, especially you've seen with the Marines, they've killed a lot of people without warning anyone else, and from now on there's also been others, and I'd like to change that. I'd like to change the standard that's been happening so far.
Yeah.
Bit of a strong accusation there.
Can I add to that?
Bit strong there for you to say that.
Just
I'm just
yesterday,
checking shields to try
there was a
and figure
group
out.
of people from the Southern Sea Confederation that came into Freeport borders and like started chasing this guy.
Wait
Like,
for me,
named
Drax.
Smokey or something.
like
They didn't contact
Stephen.
us or anything, and that kind of thing where
Hey, Copper
like
Bear.
another nation comes into your nation and then start trying to kill people.
It feels like the only thing this
Wait.
guy's really changed
It
was
kind of sucks.
adding strike
it?
teams.
So,
and
Okay, yeah,
is there
yeah,
anything
just
we
like
can do to,
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
get
So,
that?
yeah. Let's rip it. Okay.
Wait,
First of all, everyone mute. Everyone
I'm just
mute
here to,
themselves
like,
again,
listen in.
please. Everyone mute themselves. All right. So, what I was gonna say is, yes, I agree. We can definitely establish something like a trial system. We'll talk about that, and we'll also put this into a reality. And of course, with these things, we will also deal with that. But as I said, the main part is now the non-aggression pact. And I think in order to make everyone like to see who agrees with that and who wants to sign this up, I believe maybe the best way to do this is through like some sort of online thing. So we could maybe do it on Discord, because I think it's kind of hard to do this with like a book and getting all the nations there. So yeah, maybe that's the best way. That's why I would also ask all the present nations, if you do it yet, please join the Atlas Discord server, so we can do this there, and I can give you the roles that you need to
link.
attend this poll.
Actually,
you can find the Atlas server in the civilization groups. Just search
Like
for
a
Atlas
book
there.
would be much more meaningful.
I'll wait for you
Yeah,
down there.
and plus, like for the
Well,
event,
yeah.
it'd be
Well, the
cool.
thing is, we can't really access all the people right now because some people already left. So I think the best way to do this is in a poll,
Pussies.
especially
And I wonder
especially
why people
because we
already
need
left.
to add some more details. But for
Who's
now,
the person up there?
these are guards. So for now, I would definitely say we did a lot of progress. All people who disagree with that, I guess I cannot change your minds, but this is just the fact that we did make progress and we did make, we did establish new topics. I appreciate everyone who attended this meeting. I'm sorry that it was a little messy. I just can't control everyone's opinions and views, and I suppose next time people will behave more and don't like talk into each other and just are disrespectful. But
Can we kill that guy?
yeah.
Can we get
Anyway,
people to stop spamming the trap doors?
yeah, that as
They're
well,
so
please.
loud.
Please don't
Kill
yeah,
'em.
please don't do that, and don't kill anyone. Stay safe. Have a safe travel home. Thank you so much, and this meeting's over. Thank you.
Rex, we need to talk.
Hey, doors for
Maverick,
everybody.
let's go,
Doors
Maverick.
for everybody. Everybody has doors.